This podcast contains adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
Designed to Talk does not own any rights to the music, companies, and or other podcasts mentioned in this episode. Names have been altered for privacy purposes.
And we are now recording.
Here we go. I'm loving it.
This is Jenny.
This is Sarah.
We are designed to talk, baby.
Welcome back.
What's up, guys? It's been a minute.
It has been, but it's holiday. Happy holidays to everybody out there.
Happy all the holidays. I know, it's nuts. I can't believe it's holiday season.
You know what? I do have to say, though, even though 2020 has been a pretty shit of a year, I think it's kind of made us realize different things. Being with yourself, being with your family, being thankful about what you do have.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. Anyway, Christmas shopping.
I think it's made me realize that I work a shit ton.
Right?
A lot. And maybe it's because of COVID that it's become much more busier, more busy. I don't know if that's right. But anyways, I'm just exhausted all the time, man.
I think it's just 2020 has been exhausting since March. And then everybody's working from home. My kids are on this cool down or whatever. So they're home. I don't know.
It's crazy.
And then I'm home all the time. But anyway, it is crazy.
Yeah, I often wonder how you handle being at home all the time with work.
I don't know what prison feels like, but sometimes I wonder if it's close to this.
You know, I don't know if you guys remember, Sarah actually got a job during the pandemic, and you've not actually seen the building, have you?
Never. I don't even know what my coworkers look like.
That's so fucking crazy.
And I have about 30.
Wow. That's fucking crazy.
We're all under this team and doing auditing, and I don't even know what my supervisor's face looks like.
That's so crazy.
Pandemic, you're the one.
You are not the one, pandemic.
No.
But anyways, it's been a minute. So since we've posted, we've been on vacation together. We did our first short cast, which got some pretty good hits, I feel like.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys seen it, but watch our scary trailer. We were being goofy as hell, and it was so much fun.
May or may not have been a little intoxicated, and that's just what made it more fun.
Extracurricular activities.
A lot, actually. So it was so fun, dude. I really enjoyed that.
Me too. It was fun. And my daughter took a screenshot of one of our photos, of our clips, and put it on her iPad screen saver.
Oh, she's did?
Dork. Yeah.
That's cool.
Today's episode, because I was talking about the scary, corny trailer, which we wanted to be scary, but kind of funny on the
ended up not being so scary. Yeah.
It was more humorous, but we wanted that. It's fine. Laugh at it. But
it's
we
so
thought
good.
We should do creepy creatures. So
yes. So here we are. Creepy creatures.
We're excited.
Dude, I'm so excited. And actually, I think we were supposed to record this in Rocky Point, but I think those nights we just were burnt. Like, not like burnt from the sun, just exhausted, just tired. And I drink a lot, so I'm not going to lie, I was on vacation. I like to drink on vacation.
Shit just kind of flew by fast.
It did. It was a short vacation, but you know what? Because of the pandemic, that's better than nothing at all. Some people have not gotten shit for vacation, so I'm pretty grateful for that. But yeah, these creepy creatures from around the world, it's pretty creepy. I'm okay with extending that Halloween-ish type holiday or whatever.
Right? If it was up to me, I think Halloween would be maybe 3 times a year. But I like dressing up. I like the creepy.
It's fun.
It's for me. Yeah, I like being creeped out. And my son, he likes scary movies. So I get to show him all the cool ones back in our day, you know?
Oh my gosh.
He's not ready for Exorcist yet. Got to warm him up for that one.
I've never met a kid that's loved scary movies. He reminds me of Eli Roth? No, what's his name? The Scary Movie guy. He's a very famous director.
There's Stephen King, who likes writing all kinds of creepy stuff, and he's a multi-billionaire.
Jeez.
millionaire,
Your son could be your retirement plan.
right? He'll be the next Stephen King or Dean Koontz.
Or Eli Roth. I think that's how you say his name. I don't fucking know. Sarah and I are trying this Zoom thing, and I have to say it's not as fun. But I can see you, which is cool.
The mixer. It is cool. We're like face to face. I'm holding the microphone like I'm
Get it, girl.
Singing.
Get it, girl. Yeah.
Did you see
I
how
did.
I pulled it out? That's what she said.
Anyways, back on track. Creepy creatures from around the world.
I chose Baba Yaga. And this one is from Russia. And I never been to Russia. Don't know what it's like in Russia. I know it's hella fucking cold in Russia. And they got a lot of forest. Baba Yaga means boogeyman in Russian.
I didn't know that.
This tale originated. Yeah, I didn't know that either until we started doing research on it. And we may be wrong from our research, but we're going to believe it is. This story originated back in like 1755, way back when. And it's always been described, this person, Baba Yaga, has been described as like an old, ugly, skinny, deformed, ferocious witch with dark magic. So just imagine like Hansel and Gretel is what I kind of get from it. Come to me, children. I will help you.
Have some candy.
And have some candy. And parents use her to scare them, to scare the kids. Like, if you don't behave, Baba Yaga is going to come and get you. So she lives in the forest, just like Hansel and Gretel. Her house is made with glog, and this is where it gets kind of weird, is chicken legs. So it stands on chicken legs.
Chicken, like legs or links? Or like links of chicken? Legs. Like
legs.
Like 4 legs or lots of legs?
2. No, just 2.
Like
a
tiny
chicken.
chickens?
Well, from the pictures, it looks like these thick chicken legs. That's what it uses to chase the children. And she captures them and eats them.
So the house chases the children on the chicken legs?
Yeah, see, that's where that gets kind of weird. But when she's not in her house, she's this creepy lady that lures them in. Well, see, the house has chicken legs so it can move.
Okay.
Because I think the object is to not stay in the same area, maybe.
That makes sense.
There's so many different stories about her, though, Jenny, that you kind of think of different fairy tales.
Sure. I'm trying to find... Okay, I was looking at a picture. I see.
Okay, so look it up if you guys
get confused, maybe we can
but
post something like this on the Facebook or with the episode, because I was imagining like 2 tiny little chicken legs, but it's actually a giant chicken legs that are like attached to the house.
Yeah, like,
okay.
Like tree trunk size.
Chicken legs. Not cooked.
Right.
Chicken legs.
Not cooked, but yes. Like healthy chicken.
Yes, very healthy chicken.
Pretty much. So she goes through the forest on her. There are so many different stories about her. If you guys go online, there's stories that kind of like fairy godmother, but instead it's like evil godmother. Do you know Brave?
The cartoon with Merida? Yeah.
Yeah, when she goes to change her mom.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Changing the mom into a bear. I think of her for some reason, like a creepy lady that's there to help you, but doesn't help you. She actually makes it worse for you until you figure it out, maybe? I don't know. There's actually a movie coming out for Baba Yaga, or it came out already. I think it's out already.
It's out already.
Baba Yaga Dark Forest,
something
or
like
the
that.
Dark Terror, or
one
something.
of my besties, Allison, and I, we do movie nights sometimes, and oftentimes it's scary movies because nobody in my house likes scary movies. And when we were meeting up on Zoom and talking about this stuff, Sarah, you want to talk about the trailer?
Dude, why is it that when it first started, it made me think of Suicide Forest with the yarn?
Yes!
Going across
fucking
and like
creepy.
You won't find your way back out.
Fucking creepy.
Baba Yaga is told to be out in the dark forest, and she's there when you need her. But when you're out in the forest and all alone, when someone comes out to help you, you're going to probably take that help. But what they don't know is that she's actually creepy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so
the trailer kind of threw me off because it shows like the yarn going through the forest, and then it's like she is someone that you least expect.
Yeah.
But you trust her. You trust her in. And then the trailer like shows where this little boy has the baby camera, and she's in the baby camera displayed on his phone. But when he goes to look at the chair in real life without through the
like a baby monitor.
Baby monitor video, she's not there.
Dude, fucking.
And he gets closer and closer, and then when he turns around, she's right there.
Boom!
And
I remember
bam.
I remember we were watching it at different times. You started watching it first, and all of a sudden you screamed. And so I knew it was coming, but then I still screamed. So it was so amazing. So my bestie Allison and I, we're actually gonna do a movie night, and we're gonna watch Baba Yaga. Dun, dun, dun.
Really? Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that's gonna be so freaking awesome. You're gonna have to tell me what you think.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So I would have to say that one probably made me feel a little bit more uneasy because of the fact that I don't like shit that messes with kids. I can handle scary movies when adults get all fucked up, but you're an adult. You have the capability to go see a psychiatrist or whatever, an exorcist, but a kid can't.
Yeah.
That's where I feel I get fucked up with that.
Well, and that shit will fuck with the kid, and that'll stay with them. It the Clown stayed with me my whole life. Had a hard time watching those movies.
Can you imagine what these kids got? Baba Yaga, their parents are all tucking them in. You better behave, Johnny.
I mean, I would freak out if my parents was like, the Baba Yaga's coming with her chicken leg house. That might freak me out a little bit, too.
Right? You're all staring outside your window.
Looking for chicken legs.
Waiting for a big house to fucking run across your forest backyard. So that's pretty much what I got with her, with the Baba Yaga, is just this fairy godmother that's ferocious and kind of dark magic-like.
It's like that fairy godmother you don't want.
Right, and eats your children, so...
Definitely don't want that one.
Don't want that one.
Yeah. All right. Baba Yaga.
What you got?
Scary as
Baba
fuck.
Yaga.
So this next one that we were looking at is actually from our top country of listeners, India. Like, you guys have surpassed the United States with the amount of listeners, and I think that's fucking amazing, and thank you so much. Side note, y'all are the shit. All right, back on track. So this scary creature is, I don't even know if I'm going to say it right. A cheery?
A cheery?
A cheery?
Sounds right.
Okay, so I guess this is like an unnerving, childlike phantom, and it came from the Hindu folklore in northern India. So it also appears as a Native American myth among the Chippewa people.
Chippewa.
That's a fun word. Anyways, it's a ghost of a young girl who died under tragic circumstances. I'm curious to know what those tragic circumstances are, because
I'm kind of wondering, but like if you can think of the most tragic circumstances, I would think like gunshot wound or severe car accident.
Something crazy, or watching someone you love die and then being killed yourself or something. This is getting really deep.
Right. Okay.
Anyways, so
Deep,
this young girl, I guess, she returns from beyond the grave. So not just the grave, not just 6 feet, much deeper than that. She descends from the mountains after dark, and she actually will bring sickness to children and the elderly. See, here's another one that fucks with the children.
Seriously?
Yeah. So she brings this sickness and makes people sick, I guess. That's scary.
That is kind of scary. Why would you... I wonder if that's actually...
I'd like to know what this...
I wonder if that's...
No, it's
Sorry.
okay. We both have a thought we want to get out. No, I'm just wondering what that tragic circumstance was that made her want to bring sickness to children and the elderly. Like, of all things, like what was so tragic?
I'm kind of curious, too, that... I wonder if this was way for people to kind of separate death. Oh, well, it was the Achiri's fault that, sickness came, versus blaming it on, this is their perhaps like their evil. My kid got sick and it wasn't because of this. It was because of the Achiri. I don't know. Maybe it was a way to like separate.
That's very interesting.
What they thought versus what it really is.
Yeah.
For comfort.
Dude. It says that the Achiri typically appears as a pale and sickly-looking young girl, and when its shadow falls upon its victims, they fall ill with a deadly respiratory disease.
Whoa, too soon. Too soon.
Like
COVID.
COVID. That's crazy.
Well, God damn it.
Oh, shit.
So, you know, her tragic circumstances, maybe she was, because it says that she was sickly. Maybe she died of a respiratory disease, and anybody that falls in her shadow dies of the same thing, elderly or young.
That's so crazy. Watch out for that Achiri, you guys. She's gonna
Not
fuck
just dark
you up.
magic. It's her shadow. She's not like Peter Pan. Get the fuck out.
She don't need a sewing kit.
Wendy, abort. Abort now. Dude, that's intense.
Make that U-turn. That's fucking crazy. That kind of gave me chills a little bit. I think because of what's going on right now. It kind of made me feel, ooh.
Yo, India people, tell us. What's the stories that you got from this? Put it right for
Reach
us.
out, man.
We want to know.
I want to know what this Achiri figure is.
All right.
We're asking for a friend. Actually, for
coming
us.
out.
All right, you go next.
Well, Banshee is originated in Ireland. Yo, Ireland. I think of Banshee and I think of Charmed, the TV show where she like screamed because she was in so much pain. Let's see what they say. What it is?
I've never seen Charmed.
It's a corny witch show back in the 1990s when
it's no witch. What was that witchcraft movie? Was it witchcraft?
It is witchcraft, but it's not craft. You're thinking craft
with Nev Campbell, right?
Her name is main character's name is Sarah.
Yes,
what's the girl? She's from Waterboy, and she goes tricky, tricky, tricky.
Is it the
No,
Craft?
this is called Craft. But anyway, it's not that movie. It's the TV show Craft.
Oh, it's not the original movie.
Okay.
Oh.
The Banshee is from Ireland, and it is known as the bearer of bad news, or the predictor of untimely death. She is the fairy from an Irish folklore that wails outside a home to warn the imminent death of a family member. So,
oh fuck no!
So if you hear some loud screaming outside your window, there, Jenny,
motherfucker, I'm not gonna sleep tonight. That scares the shit out of me. If there's someone screaming and it ends up being you, I'm punching you in the jugular. Well, just so you know.
Her appearance is not beautiful and with a ponytail. That would be me.
True.
Her appearance is this old, creepy, pale-looking woman that has like a veil over her face, kind of like, what's that? Bloody Mary. Like a veil over her face, like Bloody Mary almost. Although she looks and seems creepy, she means well, as her presence is to help family members prepare for the upcoming event.
Fuck that shit. That is not going to be helpful for me. That's going to piss me off and freak me out.
I don't know, though. Like, wouldn't you think after that happened and, like, let's say like an aunt dropped dead. Sorry, aunt. And you're like, well, fucking the Banshee came by. It's not like she didn't fucking leave us a note or anything. You know what I mean?
It's not like we didn't know it was happening.
She fucking made it clear. She screamed outside our bedroom window. I mean,
all right,
yeah, so
enough.
She's weeping constantly. Her eyes are really red from it. I mean, you got to imagine this is sad for her too. She feels it and is screaming outside your window. She's sad. I don't know.
Fair enough. All right. Fair enough. I guess. I can see on one end it would make you happy to know that death is coming for someone in your house, but what if it's for you?
Wouldn't somebody else hear it then?
So the only people who hear it is the person who's not going to die?
Well, it says here that, I mean,
is the person who's dying doesn't hear it?
The bearer of news of a predictor of death, of outside the warn imminent death of a family member. It says of a family member. I guess it could be you, but...
Right. But so would I hear it or would only everybody else hear it?
Oh, man, this is deep.
Or would I hear it too? I'm just wondering how that would go. Because if I didn't hear it and everyone's freaking out and covering their ears, I'm going to be like, oh, fuck, I'm the one to go.
You're all looking around. What's up with everybody?
And everyone's like, ah!
And you're like, fuck. It's my time.
That's when you grab your overnight bag and you bounce.
You bounce like she can't find your ass. I'm getting out of Ireland.
Cheat some death tonight. I'm on the next flight to America.
Y'all.
Sorry if that's disrespectful. That's fucking hilarious, though. But no, that would freak me out. I wonder if anybody has experienced that. Any of our Ireland listeners. You guys should pop in and tell us.
I know. Some of our Ireland listeners
what
tell
your
us.
experiences
let us know. Did you hear it?
Oof. I would definitely be curious to know if that was the case. Man. Banshee.
No.
All right. Not cool, man. Not cool.
Next time we hang out, it's going to happen.
Shit, man. Be prepared to get punched.
I will. I'm fast.
Okay. Like that?
Yeah.
This next scary creature is that known as the Chupacabra. Chupacabra. It's from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. That's where my daughter origination. Anyway, continue.
Oh, how fun. Yeah, I can see it in her complexion.
She got that dark skin.
She looks like you, but she's darker.
I know, I'm white girl.
That's pretty cool. Hey. So the Chupacabra is also known as the goat sucker. Because, I guess, a long time ago, goats and chickens started turning up dead in Puerto Rico, but with no blood in their bodies. Like, someone sucked it dry out of their bodies. So, this story was a myth that was passed on, not just from Puerto Rico, but it went through Mexico and then the United States, where other livestock were also killed. I just kind of feel like someone was trying to find a reason for their livestock to be dying, but it's very interesting because everybody's description of this creature was different, but the general consensus was that the Chupacabra would look like a mangled coyote. Coyotes here in Arizona are really tiny and little, so then
What about like a hyena?
when they are,
maybe more?
maybe a hyena. But I think that a coyote, it looks more like a coyote because when a coyote hasn't eaten or they haven't had anything to drink, their hair comes out. So they look kind of creepy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know?
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, like large eyes and fangs. Or, yeah, I guess like a hyena. That kind of describes a hyena for sure. Other descriptions would say that they looked almost like a small bear, but with like this gnarly row of spines that would go from their neck to the base of a tail. So apparently it had a long tail too. So I imagine a bear-like dinosaur when they say that.
Right.
But that's just me. Yeah. Some people even said that it would stand 4 to 5 feet tall. I guess, I don't know if like standing on its 2 hind legs or like on all fours. I don't know. But
maybe
it kind
it's,
of
like,
almost sounds
big.
like a werewolf.
Yeah, maybe it's just its legs are so long that when it like sits down on its butt, it looks tall. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I've never actually encountered a Chupacabra. But anyways, I guess they said that their legs look super powerful because apparently that would then allow them to leap large distances. So you start at this farm, then you leap in one jump to the next farm, and you just eat the whole way.
Right. Okay.
That's kind of
so.
Yeah. So the majority of the sightings were in Puerto Rico. That's where it originated from and so forth. And then those ancestors came to the United States and then they would kind of spread the word. So it would go from Puerto Rico all the way up the East Coast to Maine.
Really?
And then sometimes outside America, probably up in that area, like Canada or something like that.
That's pretty insane that it goes from Puerto Rico all the way up to Canada. That's a long distance of urban legend to travel, right?
Right. Well, it's because he hopped on a boat.
He took the next cruiser.
Went to Florida. He went to Florida and then hopped off and then just kind of ate his way, basically, up the coast.
He just made like fucking Huckleberry Finn and hopped on his fucking raft and went up the Mississippi River, took a trip to see the sights.
Had almost like an indefinite vacay. Oh, what an asshole. I would love that.
That seems fun.
Anyways.
But okay.
Of course, the American Wildlife Offices, they said that it was an urban legend.
Like urban legend shit right there. Just getting all the way up there from one area to the next. Because what we were talking about kind of stayed in one country. This seems to be more of a everywhere type thing.
Right. What's interesting is it became such an ordeal. Scientists had to figure out if it was real or not.
So did they figure it out if it was real?
So basically they said it looks more, what I guess these people are talking about is that it looks more like a coyote animal with mange. You ever seen those kind of animals? Do you know what mange is?
Like nasty, right?
Mm-hmm. So I guess you're right. This is like a creature that originated in Puerto Rico. But I couldn't really find anything that would be like, for example, the Baba Yaga. You're going to go to bed, Baba Yaga's coming. I didn't really find anything for the Chupacabra like that.
Well, no, and I think that, like you were saying at the beginning, I think this was more like the farmers finding an excuse of why their livestock was going to waste, pretty much. But if you think about it, dogs that you have came from all over the world because people had brought their animals into the United States and they mated with another dog species. What if this is just the same thing? So it starts in Puerto Rico, right? So this mangy coyote looking thing mates with a real coyote from the States. So now it's this nasty, ugly mutt, and it didn't really hop. It's on the next vessel to fucking Connecticut. But
I think it did. Do boats go all the way to
I don't
Connecticut?
know. Isn't that on a coast? Isn't Connecticut on a coast?
I don't know. I've never been there.
I'm someone that always has to find like a reason of doubt because there's got to be an explanation for me. Oh, there's a ghost there. No, there's an explanation.
So none of this stuff creeps you out?
Not really. Because for me,
Really?
if it's real, based on a true story, or if like, I see it with my own eyes, then I'm in. But if I don't hear it,
We should go ghost
I'm
hunting.
down. I would totally stay in a hotel that people are like, it's so creepy. I'd be like, okay, what room? Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I would have to agree because I enjoy watching scary movies and doing stuff that freak me out.
Nice. So Chupacabra? Nah, not scary.
Not scary.
Are you a vampire fan?
I am.
You like vampires
I
and
do.
such?
I do like vampires.
I love vampires. I love vampire movies. I love everything about Dracula. So the reason I ask is because this next creepy, scary creature is from Romania and it's called Strigoi.
Strigoi.
Strigoi. Basically, it's not a vampire.
Okay.
But they're saying that rather than calling it a vampire, they're saying that it's a troubled spirits that are said to just rise from the grave, ready to kill innocent people and control the earth as they see fit.
Oh. Well, that seems a little more creepy.
They have many shapes, and they can even turn invisible when it benefits them. Can you imagine?
I want to be one.
You're having a conversation with someone, and it's just uninteresting, and you just vanish.
Bye.
Peace
Where
out.
did Sarah go? Oh, she was bored.
Also, in the past in Romania, some communities were so scared that these troubled spirits would come out of the ground that they would purposely dig up graves to make sure that none of them could get free because they dug them up from the grounds. They're safe. No spirits can come from the grave then.
Oh, so they don't bury
make
them
sense?
because if they buried them, then it would be...
Right. But some communities were so scared that they would dig up old graves and take out the bones and the remains just to make sure that they could not become free. Like, stay dead, motherfucker.
Wow,
Stay
dude,
dead.
that's crazy. So how far back does this really go?
This goes into like the 1880s, maybe even earlier. In 1865. There we go. There's an author named Wilhelm Schmidt. He described the Strigoi as a nocturnal creature that preyed on infants. Fucking kids again.
See?
The tradition was in which when a child was born, I guess they would throw a stone behind them and they would explain, this into the mouth of the Strigoi. I don't understand what that means.
Into the mouth of Strigoi.
Oh, they would throw the stone into the mouth of the Strigoi so that way it wouldn't eat the infant's blood.
Okay, that makes sense. So to
That
stop
makes
them
sense,
from
right?
doing something, you
Yeah,
cast the stone.
Like, yeah, keep your greedy fucking teeth off of my infant.
Okay.
And then in 1909, that's like how many years later?
I don't know. Shit.
I can't do math.
40, 50
1909.
something. 40 something.
Okay. Well, another author said that, he wrote a book
44 years.
that talks,
Sorry.
good job. That's okay. 44 years, yeah. He said that poor children in a village just started to die mysteriously, and so they started suspecting that it was a recently deceased vampire
Oh, wow. Okay.
dwelling in his old fortress. So the villagers burned his castle to hopefully stop the deaths.
Totally.
I kinda wanna read
like
that.
vampire shit, though. Like, or
Mhm.
Frankenstein. Burn the village. Okay.
Get your pitchforks.
Right.
Reminds me of Shrek.
Right.
Donkey!
Donkey.
A Strigoi can be a living man. Under these conditions, they led a life of sin. Ooh. They went ahead and died and didn't get married. I feel like we'd have a lot of Strigoi these days.
They'd be all
Not-
over the
not
fucking
everybody
place.
gets married, right?
Romania is a very
Lots of
small
gay-
country,
Gay
so
Strigois. Oh.
they keep
Yeah.
it there.
If they died by execution or perjury, they died by suicide, or the most common. I don't know,
Most
actually, just
common?
kidding.
Shut
Died from a
up.
witch's curse.
The witch's curse.
Anyways, there's all kinds of books that talk about what they think a Strigoi is. And I guess that if you were worried that you knew someone was a Strigoi, there's a method by the Romans to get rid of them. There's a show called Lost Tapes.
Ooh.
And apparently it explains to you how to get rid of Strigoi. Are you interested?
I'll watch it. Let's listen to it.
Let's see.
Well, it looks like if we don't have time to look up the lost tapes, if you don't mind me seeing here, it looks like you could do some stuff almost like a vampire.
Yeah.
Remove its heart and cut it into.
Yes.
Drive a nail in its forehead. Dude, this is all vampire shit.
I thought it was a stake to the heart.
Oh, yeah. It is.
The fuck?
All right.
Forehead, heart. But I guess it makes sense because if you cut out the heart, you can't put a stake in it.
Okay, and then
okay, sorry.
Place a clove of garlic under its tongue. Did you find it?
Vampire
Did you find
shit.
it? Did you see if the lost tapes have this written down?
No, but I have it written down
Oh,
right here.
okay.
Oh, my list says smear its body with fat of a pig killed on St. Ignatius's Day.
Don't know when that is.
Me neither. And then they would turn the body face down so that if the Strigoi ever woke up, they would just go straight to the afterlife.
Okay.
That's what my list says.
I'm trying to figure out how would you know what a Strigoi is? Like, I get it, but it turns invisible, control innocent people, do all this stuff, so I guess you would have to be in front of it, know what it's doing every single step. Call the Dean brothers. I'm done. Oh, wait, no. Dean was the character. What was their name? The Supernatural Brothers?
Dean and... I forgot.
I can't remember.
I can't
remember his name. Anyway, so Strigoi is probably... I think this one sounds more like a vampire story, like you were saying.
Dean and Sam.
Sam! God damn it.
Yeah, it's more... It sounds more like a vampire story. And I think that's why I liked it so much, because I love vampires. It was very interesting.
All right. Well, I found that one.
Bloodsuckers.
You bunch of bloodsuckers, Strigois. So the last one is a basilisk, which makes me think of Harry Potter because they defeat the basilisk in the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, they do.
So backstory, a 5-year-old girl vanished from her home in Warsaw in 1587. This is so far back.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
So she was out playing with her little friend, and when she didn't come home, her mother and her maid toured through town in search of them.
Whoa.
They found the girls in the underground cellar of an abandoned house that have been in ruins for over 30 years. They were lying at the bottom of the steps. Both of their bodies were stiff and still, which happens after you die. You get stiff.
So she went missing in 1587, then 30 years later her remains were found?
Yeah, it looks like it. They found the girls in a cellar in an abandoned house after being in ruins for 30 years. So the girl's mother stayed at the top of the stairs while she sent her maid. She sent her maid down there. She's like, get down there, bitch.
You first, lady.
So she sent her maid down these old rickety steps into the darkness. But before she reached the bottom, the maid suddenly stopped, froze completely, petrified where she stood. Just frozen. Almost kind of like Medusa.
Sounds like
Were
Medusa.
you gonna say that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes! Fucking Medusa.
Right. So they would in town later say that she was frozen because she stared into the eyes of the basilisk. And that is where Harry Potter got his story. Think about it. 1587. So remember in the Chamber of Secrets, whenever somebody looked at it, but it was always in a reflection on the movie. It's the story.
That's right.
Or else they would have really died.
Somebody would turn into stone.
So they got petrified.
They were petrified,
so
yes.
Do you
they
think
were petrified,
that
yes.
she got her information from here? The basilisk story from
Probably.
Poland?
Hey, Poland. Let's get you on the map,
Right?
Poland. If you have some friends in Poland, designed to talk.
Let us
Clean
know
it up.
about the basilisk. So the people from Warsaw, where this originated at, were hardly the first to seen the basilisk. According to the Romans, this is a mythical creature that once lived in the abundance of Cyrene, an ancient nation in the land known as Libya. It's a mythical creature, venomous, that a mere glance could kill. Again, Harry Potter.
Some crazy venom.
Right? I wonder how big it was. Say it in here, like how big it was.
You would want to know how big it was.
I would.
Mhm.
So if I could imagine, I would say it's probably a pretty huge, bigger than a boa.
Oh, like a boa
Yeah,
constrictor?
or a python, or an anaconda.
My uncle used to have
Remember
one
that
of those.
movie Anaconda with Jennifer Love?
Jennifer Lopez.
An ice cube. Even if you waited until it's gone, the basilisk left a trail of poison everywhere it went. So no man, no Roman writer, and nobody could kill it. But how did they tell the story? How, where did the story come from? Somebody must have lived to be able to tell the story.
Where is the author from? Do you know?
No? Do you?
Wait, are we still talking about the
I
same
don't
thing?
know. What are we talking about? What author?
I thought you were talking about the Harry Potter
Oh,
author.
her? Sorry. Author. Harry Potter.
That's okay.
UK, isn't she? I think she's from the UK.
Maybe the basilisk is her favorite scary
Maybe
creature.
she did so much research on it that she's like, I'm gonna write a book. That's gonna be the second book. It's gonna be about the Chamber of Secrets, and we'll put some spin on it. Give Poland some credit. But so if it was stabbed with a spear, the poison would drip down into its weapon and end his life. So even when you go to kill it, the poison would drip on you. I'm still curious how the stories became real then.
Oh, I get it. These stories. Not Harry Potter stories.
Yes. Oh my God, Jenny's.
Yep. Yeah, so how do we know if these stories were true if this is what happened, the person died?
Exactly. You know what it made me think? Why is it that we critiqued every fucking thing about these magical creatures? We're
We
like,
did.
well, what if it was this?
Maybe because we're not
We're
convinced, apparently. Although the banshee does freak me out a little bit.
That one I can see. I think also Baba Yaga, except for the whole chicken link log cabin house.
I don't know.
Dude, the forest.
Crazier shit
Yeah,
has
and
happened.
the forest is no joke. Fuck that shit. I don't like the forest. It's like the ocean.
It is like the ocean, you're right.
Let's see.
Except it goes up and the ocean goes
Right,
down.
and everything's just creepy. I know that there's some creepy creatures from where I came from. I was
I want to know.
from a small town that was a little bit away from the Indian reservation, and their story was the Skinwalker, which is a creature or a person that changes to animals to do stuff to somebody and then change back into their human form. It would turn him, so it would be a human, and that human would turn into any kind of creature. So like if it wanted to be a wolf, it could change it to a wolf, and it can also use these animals to like eavesdrop on your conversation, be
Like a literal fly
pretty
on the wall.
much just be there,
That's
like
fucking
change
crazy.
and then move to a different area and then go, you know what I mean?
Every time I see a fly on the wall, I'm going to be like, Skinwalker, who the fuck are you, Skinwalker?
Right? Well,
I had like 4 flies in my house on Thanksgiving. No idea where they came from. They just fucking showed up. And then they followed me all over the
was a
house.
skinwalker.
Somebody was watching me.
so remember when we were at the beach and we saw those creepy things? That was a chupacabra. Chupacabra.
Chupacabra?
That was a chupacabra. Just saying.
You know what? It might very well be.
We don't have any livestock, so we're good.
Yes, it's true.
Dude.
I was kind of low to the ground, though. You sure it was Chupacabra?
No.
There was something definitely out there that just...
We seen it more than once, too. We were out there a couple of nights in a row, and we saw it.
I want to go
Me
back.
too.
Yeah. You were you were talking. Yeah.
Okay.
I agree. I like it. I think it's
Okay.
good. Let's do
All
it.
right, then. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate it. We love your love.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys.
Designed to talk.
Bye.
Bye. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.